chose to do my exhibit on was Damien Hirst. He was born in England in 1965. He's now famously known for his art exhibits and installation he has done. He's actually one of the wealthiest artists of all time and the United Kingdom's wealthiest living artist. As you may see in this exhibit, death is the key focus of all of Hirst's artwork. He looks to engage the viewer and question what death really is. He wants them to think farther beyond any reality we know and push ourselves to the bounds of the concept of what death really is. And he wants us to embrace it and enjoy it. And for him, death is more beautiful than life will ever be. Growing up, he had a rough childhood. His family actually was divorced. He was quite the crazy child. No one had control over him. He did what he wanted to. He was often getting in trouble, arrested, whatever it may be. At a young age, though, his friends and some of his family would show him things they'd been working on, like art or trying to make a survival by taking pieces of old cloth and putting them together and taking paper and cutting them up and forming new shapes. Hirst says that this was one of the main origins for his inspiration into art. As he grew up, he applied for several art schools. He actually was rejected from several of them, which is very interesting. But once he reached kind of his early 20s, whatever, he was actually placed in a morgue and worked there. And that is where his inspiration for almost all of his artwork came from, because there he experienced death firsthand, what it was, looked it in the face, realized that it was something he enjoyed and could make a living out of. From there, his career skyrocketed. He began presenting major exhibits and installations. His famous ones are the animal ones that are presented in this exhibit, which is where he preserves dead animals in a glass box and formaldehyde or some other substance and presents them. His other one is the pharmaceutical exhibit, which deals with the idea of modern science and death, and how even though science and all these promises can be made, nothing can stop death. Death is the one true thing that will never be stopped. He also has a lot of separate and smaller art pieces that still focus on the idea of death and what it means for him in today's society. After he graduated from college is when he really took off, and up until very recently he has still been working on art projects which mainly still focus on death and what it means to him.